What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Awesome, Austin. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Yeah, the markets are looking a little bit rough on the day. I will admit that. As you guys can see right now, XRP is dropped down to $2.39 at the time of this filming. I want to say welcome to being here, and just appreciate everyone who was here yesterday. Broke some records on the channel with some viewership, so that was pretty cool. But I want to talk out everyone. I had a comment in here about why I have the Ripple RLUSD launch date on here. And as you guys remember, I don't know if you guys knew, but Ripple's whole goal was to have the stablecoin launched here in December. They came out and announced that earlier this year, that their goal was to have it out by the end of the year. So I guess, like I said, I'm kind of talking it into existence. I told everyone here that I was going to continue to put that as my title, continue to put that as my thumbnails, because I want to talk it into existence, because I think it's probably one of the most powerful things that can happen in the Ripple ecosystem. I think a lot of us who have been following Ripple, who have been following XRP, know that that's probably one of the larger things in this space that I think we've all been waiting for. And so we're going to talk about RLUSD. We're going to talk about potential launch dates. Some people were anticipating it, launching today. Who knows? It could launch today. We don't know. The markets aren't looking that great, but it's okay. So I just want to start off by saying what's up to everyone. We got everyone over here on TikTok. What's going on, dude? It's good to see everyone over here, and it's good to see everyone over here in YouTube as well. So I'll just start down here by saying, Carp Row, good to see you. Seiko Hunt. We got Pure Pressure, XRP Colt, Kai. Good to see Kai. Seiko Hunt. What's up, buddy? We got Daz. It's good to see everyone in the chat right here so early. James Bond, good to see you, buddy. From Da 520. Good to see you. Chameleon, welcome. We're going to talk about the price. We're going to talk about scooping in. What's crazy is, obviously I sold. You guys know I was on a swing trade for the last couple of days. Obviously I sold, made a profit off that. And so now you're trying to find the next entry point. And this is looking like it's going to be another entry point around that probably that $2. It could be that $2.32, just like we did before. It could drop back down into the 220 range. So we're going to continue to monitor that, because again, we'll look at trends today on the chart for XRP as well, and also talk about everything else. But yeah, it's good to see you. You're killing this content. Been watching you for days. Oh, Wesley, appreciate that. Glad you're here, man. Wonder why XRP is going down so low. It's the market's down across the board here. I'll pull up the charts here, so while I go through this, we can actually look at the charts. Let me get this off the screen here. So as you can see, I mean, the cryptocurrency market's down overall across the day. It's not just XRP. I did drop a video earlier this morning talking about XRP, talking about how it's just crazy that all the articles out there are referencing that like 60 minutes is the reasons why XRP is down. And I almost think that is I woke up like it's almost laughable. I was kind of chuckling about it, to be honest with you, because I just didn't I didn't know how to comprehend that that's what we were basing this off of. Like, wait a second here. So we're actually going to say that XRP is down because of a 60-minute interview? No, the entire cryptocurrency market's down overall. I mean, Bitcoin dropped, well down into 96, I think is where it dropped down to. So it's not just XRP. And also on top of that, I mean, we have the stock market that has taken a pretty big hit. As you guys can see, even Nvidia is down across the day. So the whole global economy right now is obviously on a little bit of a decline in terms of not economy, but stock market and the financial sectors are down. So it's not just XRP. I want to put that out there. I think it's super important that we actually cover that, because people for some reason want to write these articles like XRP is some kind of meme coin that needs publicity and needs to have clickbait tabloids to make it go up in price. And that's not why people are invested in XRP. That's not why we invested in it years ago, and that's definitely why we're not invested in it today. And 60 minute interview is not going to change that. And I think that's kind of laughable that some people are giving XRP that much power, or giving 60 minutes that much power as they have that much control. I'm still kind of laughing about it, to be honest with you. So no, that's not why XRP is down. We'll go through why XRP is down a little bit today. We did talk about liquidations. There was a lot of longs in this as well. So people were putting that they expected the price to go up, and unfortunately the price went down. So people that put out longs ended up getting liquidated, which obviously introduced more tokens into the liquidation pool, which causes the price to go down. I mean, it's very simple economics. So that's another reason why, but that's across the board. It's not just XRP. So first I want to preface that by saying all that before we jump into this, because as you guys do know, XRP is currently sitting around that 239, 240 range. And people are asking, well, what is this? What's the next steps here? And as you can see on the chart right here, like I always say, when in doubt, zoom out on these things. Again, don't be looking at this at the 5-minute chart or the 15-minute, or even the hour can be a little it can be a little sus sometimes. But pull out, like look out, like zoom out a little bit and see like what we're actually looking at here. And as you can see, I mean, the 10-day EMA is still well above that of the 100-day EMA. It's actually still on top. It's not even, it dipped slightly below the 20-day EMA, but it's still back above it this morning. So again, I'm not even concerned. If you go back and you start looking at trends, right? We're just looking at trends over the last, let me move this out of the way here, over the last, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. You could even say a month, roughly a month. I mean, look at the trends. It's the exact same trend, just on a larger scale, because it's obviously higher in price. So, I mean, if you're looking over here around, what date was that? That was, sorry, my phone's in the way. That's Sunday, November 17th. We started to take a dip, came up, took another dip. And then right around here on November 23rd, we went up again. We took another dip down. We came up again, and then we came down. And look at the trend right now. We were back up again. We came down, we went back up, we came down. So what could you assume to be the next move off of this, right? Well, if you're looking based off of trends, which again, I'm looking based off of trends, this chart's telling me that everything's telling me that this is just the next move for us to go back up in price. But again, and that's all speculation. We don't know what the markets are going to hold. We don't know what can happen in the next couple of weeks. We don't know on a global scale if something catastrophic were to happen. Like, you have to take all those things in consideration. Like, if everything continues to go the way it's supposed to be going, and we're in this the bullish part of the season here, I mean, there's no reason for us not to be bullish about the price. That's what it comes down to. And for me personally, like, I'm bullish about the price. So I'm obviously looking to see where a good entry point again is for a swing trade, to obviously enter into the market again for XRP, and even that for like HBAR and stuff like that. HBAR has definitely dropped down to where I was considering it. I'm going to continue to monitor it to see if I can maybe get a better price before I actually pull the trigger. So that's really how I'm viewing it this morning. And again, if you're looking at the trends are still very bullish on this. It's just on a larger scale now because the price has gone up. So yeah, very interesting how people are, kind of crazy. It's 7% decrease in crypto is not unheard of. And we're talking about a 7% decrease over the week. We're not talking about a 7% decrease in a day. We're talking about it in a week. Right now, as you guys can see, I think XRP is down 10% down on the week, 7% down over 24 hours. So really, the biggest dip in XRP took a hit yesterday. But I mean, look at everything else. Everything else is right around the same range. But yeah, that's really where we're at right now. In addition to that, we also had some very negative things happen in the markets last week for XRP in the first place, right? RLUSD didn't launch like everyone was anticipating. But again, they didn't come out and say that it was going to. There was no one saying that it was going to launch on that date. That was more of just the media pushing that. And obviously, I was talking about it. You had the South Korean markets that literally liquidated over $4 billion worth of XRP in like less than 2 hours. So there was a lot of things that happened with XRP yesterday, and to only be down 10% over a 7-day period after everything that happened, that makes me even more bullish on XRP. Like, I'm going to be honest. If that were any other crypto out there outside of probably Bitcoin and Ethereum, I don't know where those would actually be. If that happened to BNB, they would be so far down, it would be insane. They would definitely not be at number 6 where they're at today. That's just my personal opinion with it. So, yeah, pretty crazy. But I know I missed a lot of the comments here. But I just want to say good morning to everyone. If I didn't get to your comment, I'll try to get to as much as I possibly can. It's just everyone taking profits on the holiday shopping. Profits. Yeah, it could be profit taking. It could be, like I said, a lot of longs got liquidated. So people are putting out, just as much as people put out shorts, they put out longs. Those things get liquidated, right? Just as much as we're liquidating shorts, we could also do the same thing with when people put in a long on it. So that's obviously what happened. I think a lot of that happened, and it flooded the market back up. So you added more supply back to the liquidation pool, which again now decreases the price because there's more on demand. So yeah, Avalanche is good. Pepe's doing good from a meme coin standpoint for sure. Up 38% over the last 7 days. I mean, there's a lot of these cryptos that have done very well. I mean, BNB has done very well over the last 7 days. Obviously, Tron. I mean, you can go down the list of these things. Even Stellar's at a 15% decrease. Look at that. And there's been no bad news with Stellar, but Stellar's down 15% over the last 7 days. I mean, this is another one of those cryptos where, again, I'm going to be charting out to see where my entry points could be for a nice little swing trade on XLM. You have Pepe, it's done well. Hedera up 8% over the last 7 days, but I mean, still down. I mean, over the last 24 hours, down to where I am projecting that I should be looking at maybe potentially entering a swing trade there too. So I think there's a lot of opportunities here in the market. Again, these dips are healthy. These are what people want. These are how you get more money into the markets. This is how you open up the door for people to buy up crypto. I mean, this is what traders want. They want the markets to go down. They want to enter at a good price. They want to sell at a decent price. Rinse and repeat. This is all just a rinse and repeat as we continue to climb up in a bull market. So, yeah, appreciate that. Financial advice on my page, Talking Finance. Less than 100 by then. It's just a correction. Yeah, it's a correction. I mean, we hit some pretty good resistance right here at the 230 mark. So. What's up, Trek? Good to see you. Iron Lux, good to see you. Yeah, Christmas shopping to blame. Yeah. Sean, what's up? What's up? Austin, go ahead and pump it for us with 5 million. Yeah, right. I'm not that big of a whale. Jeez. Chart's not looking bad. Chart is not bad. Looking at its chart. Yeah, it's not, James Bond. It's really not that. I mean, this is actually a really good looking chart. I don't know what there's a lot of people out there that obviously overreact, especially, like I said, on the tabloids. If you go back and you look at all the news articles that came out, wild what they were saying. But I do think it's important that we talk about RLUSD today, and that's really what I want to get into. I want to talk about what it is, what it's going to do for XRP, and where we can actually see this moving forward, in the future. So yeah, we got 834 people in here watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Appreciate you guys a ton. What do you think of Omni Network? A lot of people here like it, dude. Austin pumping XRP. What's up, Livio? Let's hear. Let's see. All the altcoins. There's a global attack on XRP. I think a lot of people are actually. I mean, you saw with 60 minutes, that was pretty wild. Everyone here, I think, could probably agree that 60 minutes, the 60-minute interview. At first, I was like, it wasn't that bad. And I think I was just more positive on how Brad responded. I think that's more what I was looking at. It was just like his responses I thought were super good. And I was like, wow, I actually kind of like it. And then I went back because I made a video, obviously a response video breaking down my thoughts on it. And I rewatched the entire video and, pulled clips from it and stuff like that. And when I watched it a second time around, I was like, well, okay, maybe this was kind of a hit piece. I mean, you start to listen to how she was framing her questions. And then on top of that, just like how it was crazy because if you go back and you look at the pack that was created, Fair Shake, it's a bipartisan pack. I mean, it wasn't like they were just donating to the right. It wasn't like they were just donating to the left. I mean, they actually got more people. They brought more people on the left to get seats than they did on the right. 29 Republicans got seats, 33. Democrats, for an 85% success rate in getting their candidates into office. And so it was very bipartisan. And I was like, why are we even talking about this? It wasn't even influence. It was just like, hey, we got people on both sides of the aisle that like crypto, that believe in the technology, that believe in the path forward with it. So that's who we're supporting. It wasn't like, hey, we're only going to support people who are supporting Trump, or, oh, we're only going to support people who are supporting Kamala. It wasn't that at all. And it kind of came off at that at first, and then they put out the actual numbers, which are kind of shocking to me, that it was that bipartisan. And I was like, why would you not support this? I'm going, wait a second here. This is like the middle of the road. This is like most people are in the middle. Most people in America and politically are in the middle. And having a bipartisan pack that is supporting both sides is like what we should see, right? So I don't know, kind of crazy when you think about how that whole thing unfolded. So let's see here. Everybody is just sick to death of the mainstream media. Yeah, pure blood. I'm with you. I think everyone just sort of shaking their head. Same thing happened in December before the last crazy spike selling for the holidays. Yeah, Craig Beats. I'm with you, dude. This is when you look at because again, all charting is just to give you an idea of patterns and then just potentially where it's at, right? You can't account for it. The charts do not tell you any of the outside stuff, right? So if like China's economy collapsed tomorrow, like the charts aren't going to tell you that. If we went to war again with some other country, the charts aren't going to tell you that. So there are always outside liars. There's something always on the outside is out there that could affect anything that you think you're trading on. But if everything stays status quo, like right now, if nothing happens for the next 15 days, like we are on an upward trajectory here. And again, most likely, like I feel personally, like when I'm looking at this, like I think it's going to continue to be an upward trajectory. But again, something can happen. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Nor do I claim to be one. But again, I'm putting money into the markets to have fun with it and see where it goes. So yeah, but the trends are showing this. I mean, the pattern is we've been on a month. This monthly pattern's been the same. And look at this, dude. We're not even close to the 100-day. When this actually starts to come down and touch this 100-day EMA, yeah, start working. Yeah, go, okay, yeah, maybe at this point it could be a very bearish signal. But I usually don't start to get really bullish or bearish until we start to get down to like this 75, maybe even the 40. If the 10-day starts to pass into the 40, like if this starts to come down and hit this 40 today or even tomorrow, then you're like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit more bearish, and I'll probably continue that bearish trend until I see a bullish signal. But yeah, I mean, until then, I actually like this chart a lot. So he admits that he's still a little whale. No. I bought early, but I definitely am no whale. It's happened, bro. There's much news on XRP right now. 100% they won't drop RUSD before the fourth quarter of December. Yeah, so let's get into a little bit of this right here. So obviously there's a countdown. So if you guys don't remember, Ripple did come out and say that December was sort of where they wanted to meet their deadline here. I don't remember exactly the day, but their chief technology officer came out and said that they were trying to meet the deadline of basically December. They were saying Q4 of 2024 is really what they were trying to do. And so they're still trying. He came out and actually said that they're still trying to meet this deadline and that they are working closely with the New York Department of Financial Services. And he said that I'm still hopeful that we'll launch by the end of the year. Like that's actually very, very good positive news for RLUSD. And as you guys know, it was first announced in April, and it's designed to function on the XRP ledger and the Ethereum networks, leveraging both platforms for broader adoption. It says since August, the company has tested the stablecoin extensively and developed a wide partner network. So as you guys know, they're looking to support the launches that are included on Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso, MoonPay, Independent Reserve, CoinMania, and Bullish. It says liquidity will be provided to the market maker B2, C2, and Key Rock. Also, as you guys know, good old Charles Hoskinson came out and said that he actually wants to work in collaboration with XRP. He came out yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he announced this, that he wants to work with XRP and actually use their upcoming stablecoin. It said right here that with Garland House and Schwartz to discuss potential partnerships around midnight and Ripple's upcoming stablecoin RLUSD, Hawkinson noted that Cardano would like to participate in the use of RLUSD, which would be awesome, right? So now you're opening it up to a whole nother blockchain with Cardano. It's not just Ethereum and Ripple. It's now Cardano. And we're going to see you have Justin Sun with Tron, who obviously wants to work with RLUSD. So again, when we talk just about mass adoption across blockchains, that's what we want to see. Because now what's going to happen is people are going to move their money into RLUSD, which again opens up the door for the use of XRP as well. So there's just a lot to do with RLUSD, and I think this is probably one of the bigger things that can happen to the Ripple network. What's up, Big Watch? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Big Watch up in the house here. Lord Adams, howdy, A-team. Read my comment. Sorry, Digital. I'm reading your comment, but I'm scrolling down too, dude. So if I missed it, rewrite it. RLUSD will launch by the end of the month. Brad G said this week's, not months. He did. And I think, again, they're working closely. Like they said, they are working closely with the New York Department of Financial Services. And as you guys know, I mean, working with them and getting approved by them, like that is a huge deal. You know what I mean? That is probably one of the bigger things out there right now. To get approved by the New York Department of Financial Services and for them to bless your coin, bless the stable coin and make it 100% legit to where banks could actually start using it, institutions could start using it. Dude, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. as you guys know, banks and institutions can't use USDC. They can't use Tether. So again, I mean, for them to actually go through this step and be the first one to actually be where institutions can use it, count them in, dude. What are your thoughts on Cardano? I'm not a huge fan of Cardano in terms of like their blockchain. I like them as a blockchain. I just feel like I feel like they're just really slow moving. And I wish that there was bigger adoption of Cardano. That's the only thing. I just wish that because Charles has been around forever. Like he's obviously an OG in the space. Or Cardano's here to stay. I think it's a great, it's a great crypto. I just feel it's really slow moving, and like updates and adoption is just not at the level of some of these other blockchains. Nobody watches 60 Minutes. Not even my elder, but I believe that, dude. I believe that. Any talk about crypto on mainstream media, good or bad, neutral, is good for crypto. That's a good way to look at it. Pika Moon. I would agree with that. Nope, you're blind. I am a little blind digital. There's a lot of comments coming in here. Big brother, what's up, Seiko? How much will it dip before it goes up? That's what we have to monitor, dude. You have to continually monitor that. And I don't have like an exact. You could probably go out here and see like here's some resistances. You can actually draw some resistance right here. So obviously, right down here at the bottom of this like 230 mark, there's a really big set of volume right here at the 230 mark. So that's probably its first line is 230. So if it even gets down here, then we're probably going to be talking like, okay, because that was my first entry point, right? 232 was my first entry point back on my first swing trade on Wednesday. And so as you know, like that's where my first point was. So we'll watch this come back down here. If it breaks through there, then the next, I mean, it's going to continue to travel downward, and the next big level of support here is at 150. So, it's probably hit some resistance here at 150, and yeah, hopefully that's where we stop. But I mean, again, that's all just, we don't know 100%. We never will. We don't see the chart. Yeah, I can't put it over here on TikTok, dude. It's over here on my YouTube. If you want to come follow me over here, go up to Awesome Austin. You can go down to my YouTube link there. Come over to YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Unfortunately, TikTok doesn't allow us to use Mac services over here, so I can't use Apple services for their studio, so I can't share with you guys. I have everything I have is Mac, or Apple. Charts can't reflect narratives. That is true, ASMR. I would agree with that. I like that. Can you please give me advice on how many percentage price down that one to entry? Well, right now we are down from yesterday's price. We are down roughly about 10%, right? So usually, like I said, we take about a 10% dip, or it could be anywhere from a 20 to 15 to 20% dip, depending on where you're at. So, I mean, you could fall down to this 225 again, which again, that's pretty much where it dipped down below here. We could go down to 20%, which puts us down about 212. But I think if we get down to this level, we might continue in a downward trend. So I might hold off on that. So, sup, Seiko, what's going on, man? Even though nobody watches 60 Minutes anymore, the big money politicians will use the interview as a down leverage. That's true. They still have what did they say? They still have $103 million to use towards the midterms. That's insane. And they're going to continue to add to their pack. So they used $130 million to basically onboard, what was it, 33 plus 20. I mean, dude, they onboarded like 50 plus Congress and senators to elected seats, 85% success rate. Like that's huge. And now you're going to go into the midterms and they're going to go attack more seats. Like, so yeah, it's super positive for me, I guess. It's called Google Noobs. I just posted it again about market caps not mattering. I know, dude. I know you don't like market caps mattering, but it's what you have to base your trades off of. I get it, dude. RL and ETH and ADA networks is badass. I agree. I think that's cool. If they can work with if RLUSD can work with ETH and ADA, that's huge, right? And I hope that I hope like BNB branches out, and next thing you know, they're using RLUSD, even though they had their issues with Paxos and the whole BUSD, and they have their own stable coin, but maybe they're going to have to move over to like an RLUSD, since it will be 100% regulated, and unfortunately BUSD didn't even get regulated. So a lot of people are going to want to work with a regulated stablecoin, because again, that's going to be the most heavily regulated and probably scrutinized crypto in the space is going to be stablecoins. Now that we're going to create frameworks So now that a ton of framework is going to be built out there around cryptocurrency, it's going to be built out there around stablecoins. Stablecoins will be the #1 most scrutinized cryptocurrency in the world. And it should, because I mean that's where people are putting their money to stay safe, right? I mean, we want our funds to be safe, and we move them into stable coins because we don't want any price volatility or to lose our investment. So they're obviously going to move them over to a stable coin, and they should be heavily scrutinized. They should be heavily to at least some extent, and I think that they will be. Riding the storm out, waiting for the fall. Bought more XRP last night at 238. All right. Already entering in on your pricing. I mean, you're already up a little bit right now, so you can't be upset about that. It'll come down, retest the bottom. XRP a lot of time, hits the bottom 3 times for confirmation. All right, rip the lip. Do you think the launch of Rlusd may be a sell the news? I don't think. I think the sell the news thing. No, I don't think 60 minutes has that much power over XRP and the people that are holding it. Supply plus demand equals price. Yeah, but you're still gonna supply equal plus demand still gonna increase, or it's still gonna bring the price down. Supply and demand still. I'm not saying it's not market cap, but it's still gonna bring the price down. Yeah, but which is gonna affect your market cap. I mean, obviously, market cap decreases, as you guys know. I mean, unfortunately, the market cap is impacted to some degree because now they drop back down to number 4 in terms of where XRP's at, but that doesn't change anything. They'll come right back up. Not worried about the pullback. Yeah, I don't think a lot of us are. Where do you see Pepe going? I mean, it's a meme coin. It's so speculative. Obviously, it's traded with a lot of emotion, and so yeah, I bought Pepe a long time ago, and I'm just sitting there holding, hoping all goes well. That's my goal. Good entry point for Bitcoin. I mean, when Bitcoin dropped down to 94 the other day, like I was like, man, I'm surprised people aren't gobbling that up. And they did, and then it dropped down to 96 yesterday, 96,000 yesterday. A lot of people jumped in on it, so yeah, that's definitely where I'd be. The Viking Cam, thank you so much for being here, joining up as a member of the A team. I really appreciate that. Welcome, and thank you so much. Let's see here, Shaka, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see, bud. New to the channel, appreciate your content. I can't say, I don't know how to pronounce that. Jendo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a new coming here and watching the content. I'm messing with Pepe. Yeah, some people shouldn't mess with Pepe, right? Don't mess with Pepe if you don't like it. You know what I mean? It can be very volatile in a way. One thing I also wanted to point out here too is talking about volume. So as you can see right here, we had it up in the green, and then now for the last 4 hours, so about the last 8 hours, we finally went into the red. So usually if you look at the past history of this, we're in the red about, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So we're about a day and a half, about a day and a half in the red before we start to make a little run. Not even that, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, we're about a day and a half in the red. And this one went over probably almost 2.5 days in the red before we went into a green pattern. So yeah, I'll be interested to sort of see how this pattern works out before we see the next little run. Do you think XRP's all time? Do you think that it's not for XRP at the moment? Could it go to 280 again? I don't think that we're done building with XRP. Yeah, I don't think we're done building with XRP. There's too many great catalysts coming up. RLUSD. We got potential ETF here in Q1 of 2021, or sorry, 2021, 2025. We got we got the SEC is gonna probably put an extension, hopefully not make a ruling on or push forward on January 15th. They're definitely not going to. They're gonna push it over to Paul Atkins and let him make a decision. So it's going to 3 next bump. You think it's $3 next bump? Whatever, clever. Okay. The Viking Cam, thanks so much for the 10 euros, $10 euros. Hi again, Hive Mind, aka this community is the best way to watch right by time. Yeah, no, appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much for the $10 in euro. Really appreciate that. Yeah, our whole goal is to just continue to watch this. And like I said, I know a lot of people are like, why are we talking about RLUSD? I said I was going to talk it into existence. I said I was going to continue to talk about it every day, because when the day comes, I think it's going to be one of the bigger days for Ripple personally, and just because of what it can do for the entire network. And like you said, I mean, now you're working with ETH, you got Cardano, you got a lot of these other blockchain companies out here that are trying to jump in on it, and they want to be involved. So that's super, super cool to see. A-Team Strong, what's up, Selmo Fudd? Good to see you, man. Your super chats. Oh my God, dude, digital. Oh, you're saying you can't get the super chat. Let's see here. Market cap doesn't matter at all. You're blocking a billion words. You're blocking a billion words. I don't know anything about Supercoin, dude. What? Let's see here. Maybe XRP to $10. We did look at, like, we did do pie in the sky type stuff when it comes to that, of what it can do. Can it get to $10 and what that price looks like? So yeah, I definitely think that $10 is. I don't think that's pie in the sky. I think that's actually pretty doable. So yeah. So here's we're talking about working with regulars. So one thing I want to talk about is, you know, RLUSD will be more focused on large institutional plays. So a lot of people are wondering, like, what is RLUSD? We had some people come out here and actually say that RLUSD is going to be bad for Ripple, or sorry, bad for XRP. And you got to think, people aren't going to be moving their XRP into RLUSD. It's not like they're like, oh, RLUSD launch, I'm moving all of my XRP into RLUSD. Like, why would we do that? The goal is for institutions to move their money into RLUSD, which then uses XRP to make the transactions, to then, again, which would actually introduce, you know, billions, if not trillions of dollars into the XRP and into the Ripple ecosystem. That's the goal. It's not like it's not the reversed way, even though there was articles out there saying that that's how they were looking at it, which is kind of mind blowing, to be honest. I was like, wow, I can't believe that we're actually even looking at that. But that's how some people are looking at it. What does RLSU mean for XRP, and how does it affect? Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about here. So it says, like, here, once RLUSD is available, Ripple plans to use both RLUSD and XRP in its cross-border payment solution to serve its global customer. It says in June, Ripple's president, Monica Long, also said that RLUSD was built to be complementary as an additive. According to the source, Ripple sees RLUSD as beneficial for XRP. It says, while XRP will help add liquidity to RLUSD with a significant availability on exchanges, the stablecoin's price will also be stabilized by pairing to prevent depegging. So that's a positive thing. It says RLUSD will be more focused on large institutional players. It says, according to Ripple Labs CEO Brad Garwenhouse, RLUSD will focus more on large institutional players. We think there's an opportunity for another player in the stablecoin market to exist that focuses on institutions. As you guys know, USDT, USDC, a lot of that is for just like retail investors and like us to actually put our money in there to stabilize any of our profits and stuff like that. And he says right here, and they want to focus on the compliance side, which again, why is they're working with the whole New York financial services. So obviously there was a big event last spring in the US. As you guys know, there was a huge event that happened 18 months ago where USDC depegged, which again was crazy. And we felt that there was an opportunity for a credible player that already is working with a financial institution. It wasn't just USDC, it was USDT also depegged. And as you guys know, the whole Terra Luna collapse was another big one where their stablecoin completely wrecked the markets. So you can add RLUSD on the wallet right now, even though you can't actually do that. It says, well, Ripple has not yet issued the RLUSD stablecoin. Users can actually see it on their line. So that's a positive thing as well. And let's see, I think there's another one here. And then, like I said, you have basically, this was actually really, really good news today with Charles coming out and saying that he wants to participate in the use of the stablecoin. So, I mean, there's a lot of positive things here for it. This is obviously going to add liquidity, and it's going to help out with their books. And yeah, we're going to see how this works out. But I'm excited, man. There's some positive things. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you, man. Everything is down, not just XRP. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Dream Chaser. Everything's down, dude. Everything's down across the board. Linda Win, what's going on? A-Team Strong, heck yeah. What do you think on Ton? Ton token's good, man. You know, it's definitely there. It's working its magic some way. Davey, what's up, buddy? I saw you became a member the other day, and I was like, hey, look, it's Davey, man. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you commenting, dude. It's good to see you, man. 4 years of buying myself basically nothing but XRP, worth it already. Oh, dude, Joe, that's fantastic, man. What's up, Paul Atkins? Good to see you. How are we, A team? Scott, we're doing good. What does RLC mean? Yeah, I've already said that. Help others by reminding them most of the commercials on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. Make sure you guys like if you get these commercials on YouTube about XRP and all these, they're all scams, dude. Even in my messaging, I got someone hit me up yesterday on X saying how there's a bunch of scams acting as me. Like, just realize, like, I don't have a WhatsApp. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. I'm not sending messages in Telegram. Like, I'll never DM you out of Telegram. So it's just be careful of the scams out there. Scams are running wild right now. It's $2.40, a good price to buy a 6K or 6K XRP. I'm still monitoring it. I haven't pulled the trigger. We're gonna have to sort of wait this next couple. I'm waiting for the next couple hours sort of see where the patterns go. Good riddance to Gary. I couldn't agree more. These patterns aren't enough to say it's historically drops 25% in December. Using the same logic, I could say it historically goes up 30% in December. Yeah, I could see your argument. Are you going to buy an 18 bag like you did at the start of last year? I don't know. Maybe. You're talking about starting like a whole. Yeah, maybe I could peek a moon. I'm not, dude. So the whole Tron thing. I mean, obviously they've done very, very well. They're up there in price. You know, I just where I got away from that whole blockchain was mostly when the whole Terra Luna thing happened. And as you guys remember, Tron was actually linked to a U.S. a stable coin that was algorithmic, and so it just kind of took me away from it because of everything that happened with the whole Luna thing. Not saying it's bad. Actually, a lot of people support it. But yeah, I don't own any. If that's what you're asking, guy incognito. I'm trying this roller coaster of XRP needs to start the pumping engine again. I mean, it's hanging around 240, dude. So we'll see if we can build out right here. It's nice if we actually, the goal is to, I mean, in all reality, the goal is to trade a little sideways so that the 100-day EMA can catch up right here, which then allows us to make the next move. As you guys know, you want that 100-day EMA to sort of catch up, because right now that's a pretty big gap, right? And then now it's slowly starting to catch up, and then we want to sort of hit, and then we want to bounce back. And hopefully this 240 right here, you can see it's a pretty good amount of volume coming in right here at the 240 level. If we can hold strong right here, we might have a good opportunity to bounce back up. So yeah, I mean, this could definitely work out in our favor right here. What's the dreaming app you were talking about yesterday? Oh, you're talking about the what was it? You're talking about the, let me see if I find it here. Where'd it go? You're talking about the stand with crypto app. Is that what you're talking about? You talking about this one that from 60 Minutes? It's called the Join the Stand. Is that the one you're talking about? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. Is it always cold where you're streaming from? I'm from Seattle, man. So yeah, the answer is yeah, Paul. The answer is yeah, it's always cold where I'm streaming. Trent, thank you so much for the 589 quant. Yeah, this is Trent is a longtime A-teamer, and he is definitely the quant bagger right here. Any question you have about quant, you go hit up Trent. All right. What's the 100-day gap thing? Oh, we're talking about the EMAs. We're talking about the moving averages or the SMAs, which are just moving averages about where the price is on a move. So like right now, the 100-day EMA is about $2.05 for XRP. The 10-day EMA is sitting about a $2.49 for the 10-day, and then basically the price right now is about $2.40. So really the whole goal is looking at these is that you want these EMAs to get closer so that you could break out more. And so you'll see that on the charting where they get closer, they break out. It gives you an idea of where you're actually where you could potentially purchase. When the like the 10 and 20-day EMA starts to dip past that of the 100-day EMA, you have a potential for a downtrend at that point. So that's where you want to start really monitoring. And like I said, some people were asking like, hey, how come we're not putting shorts in? Go, yeah, feel free, feel free to go put some shorts in, that's definitely not out the question. So Digital orgy. There you go. Twitter users, utility, the win explains market cap no matter. Okay. I appreciate the 3-month comment there, digital. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll have to go. I mean, I know that digital, he's really into the whole, that's not the super chat. No, it's all good. I think what it comes down to is that I think what digital's asked, we're really saying here is that the market cap doesn't matter. And a lot of people are saying that this is a currency, so market cap should not matter because we're dealing with a currency here, not necessarily with a stock, which is what you would deal with on market caps with stocks. So that, again, that's up for debate for a lot of people. Now, if he only does read it. Yep. I did read it for you, dude. What does the R? That's funny, man. What does RLSD mean for XRP and how? Yeah, I think we talked about that. They minted 1 trillion, 100 trillion RLSD. Why would they need to pull from XRP? They're not pulling from XRP. It's for institutions to put their money into, right? I mean, if you have trillions of dollars, you want to move your trillions of dollars over to a 1-to-1 stable coin. So that's the whole goal. It's not to move XRP into stable coins. It's to move actual money into a stable coin, actual fiat into a stable coin. I'm 61 and only my parents watch. Yeah, that was pretty funny, dude. I saw that too. Absolute. Oh, Davey was gonna win something. Good content. I don't hear anyone talking about investing in mineral right funds so much. Yeah, we don't talk really about the whole CD invest in CDs. I definitely don't do that. I'm very new to crypto. How can I be losing money when I bought XRP at 37 and the market is at 44? Are you losing money on that? Are you losing money? XRP, XLM. Yeah, we like both of them. I was just saying that XLM, we could pull up XLM. I thought I had it up here. Where's my Stellar? That's sort of annoying. I did not have my Stellar up here. Let's do, I like Stellar on Coinbase. Let's move this up. Right next here. So I was saying that Stellar's down. It's about down over the week. It's roughly about, I think it's down. I think they said it was down like 10%. Oops, shoot, wrong one. It's down roughly about 24% down from hitting on the week, about 24% down since basically December 2nd. So we're talking what, 6 days, 7 days, 7 days. So on the 7-day chart, we're down about 24% on XRP. Look at the volume up here though, dude. Like that broke through so much volume to hit right here. Like when you have that much volume up here, that means that a lot of people bought in right here and now they're actually below their investment. That's what that's telling me. So, and this is on the 4-hour chart for Stellar. Look at that. It went way past it. So this is actually like, when I look at this, this is like, I mean, you have this 10-day coming down and hitting this 100-day on a 4-hour chart. Like we want these to get closer and they're going to get closer. And then maybe with the volume the way it is up here, you're going to have this bounce off. The only downside is that once this gets up here, you have people that are getting back their money. You have people that are, upside down, and there could be some sell. So it could could get up here and hit some resistance. It could hit some resistance, but we'll see. I mean, there's not a lot of support down here. Look at that. The next level of support is literally at 25 cents. That's almost another 50% decrease from where it's at. So if this were to like fall out, you can definitely, there's nothing here. There's no volume here. There's a little bit, but there's not a whole lot. The only volume holding this up right now is basically trading between roughly 43 cents and 45 cents. So yeah, this is going to be, I mean, this is one to monitor, like for any swing trade or for any day trade. XLM is definitely one to monitor, and I'll probably continue to monitor it. If you are XRP, should you also be XLM? I mean, it's an ISO. So one thing that's positive about Stellar is that, as I said yesterday, so XRP, you got HBAR, you got Stellar, you got Quant. You can go down the list of these that are out there. IOTA, I mean, there's a ton that are XDC, that are that really are just about all ISO 222. That means that that's going to be the new financial standard for the banking system here in 2025. So all banks are going to have to convert over to that standard 222. So if you haven't looked it up, look that up. Look up that ISO and what those requirements are. And that's where the standard is going to be. So now you have all these systems, these blockchain systems out here who are ISO compliant. And so these banks are going to be using these systems to some degree. They're going to be reaching out to XRP. They're going to be reaching, or Ripple. They're going to be reaching out to, HBAR, Hedera. They're going to be reaching out to Stellar, XLM, and saying, hey, we need help with our systems to make them more efficient, to make them better, to make them digital. And that's where a lot of these things are going to be looked at. So 2025 is really good for the ISOs this year because that's why a lot of it is why it's booming right now, is because of it. The goal by 2025 is required for all the banking systems and institutions to move over to the ISO side. What's going on, Wadi? I just got your text, man. Congrats to you on that, man. Good job, dude. Thoughts on the Near protocol and price prediction? I don't do Near protocol enough to give you a price prediction. So I'm just going down here. Sorry, Lily. What's up, Making True Money? Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Seattle here. Yeah, Seattle's cold, dude. It's cold out today. That's the truth of the matter. I did. I agree. I believe you. I'll look up his clip. I will. Wells are dumping throughout. I mean, the market's down overall, but Bitcoin's back up. It's up. This thing dropped even further today. I mean, we could blow up the Bitcoin, obviously. You can see this thing went all the way down. The candle hit right around 97, 90, yeah, about 97.2 is where it hit earlier on. So Austin, can you buy BTC with 1,000, or do you need? No, you could buy with 1,000. You don't gotta buy a whole Bitcoin, dude. Yeah, you can buy pieces of Bitcoin if you want to. It's really up to you. Yeah, it's really up to you, dude, on how you want to do it. If you did not buy a full Bitcoin, you would be buying what they call Satoshis. So yeah, it's basically broken down into Satoshis. I remember the time I was in college, 2009, and our professor was talking about Bitcoin. It was in the pennies. Yeah, 4 cents, right? People would laugh at Bitcoin in class while one guy was buying it on his laptop. Dude, that's wild, James. Buying it for 4 cents. Any thoughts on Aurora? I don't know enough about that. May I ask what platform exchange you use? I use Coinbase. That's the best one to use. Bro, I go from crypto lifer into you're saying you become a crypto lifer because price is based on market cap now. Will it be delisted if not based on? No, it's not gonna get. Nothing's gonna get delisted. Not as many people ask. Ask if it's a good time to buy when it dips. Let it pump, and everyone asks. Yeah. Days red days are the day. Like, I mean, those are the days I monitor the charts the most. Like green days are great too, but I mean, I always say, right? And Big Watch actually called me out on this because I kind of stick to a philosophy of like, I do not buy on the greens. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy on the green. I just personally don't. I've missed out on big opportunities, quant being one of them, where I was like, I'm not buying on green days. I've already, established myself, and I don't continue to buy. And like Big Watch said, like I bought and I did really well. And it was like, yeah, there are some exceptions where my philosophy doesn't always work out. But again, establish what's best for you. I just don't like buying on green days. If there's a green candle and I didn't get in, I will wait for it to sort of level out before I make my next move on it. I won't just like buy into that green candle. Like that's not me. That's not how I do it. I will wait for it to go up, come down, stabilize, maybe at that point purchase for the next run if I can. So I just try to avoid green candles, period. And so if we're on like a 2-day screamer, like, this right here, this candle right here, where this thing goes up for basically 2 days right here on the XLM chart or the BTC chart, this is when it went all the way up to 103. Like I would not be jumping in this candle. The goal is to wait for this candle right here at 9. This thing went all the way down to 93. Now your goal is to get into this candle and then you wait for the next one. And obviously people, again, bought into this. They sold. There's a lot of people out there moving money around. But even like right now, this is starting to stabilize again. You're going to have the 10-day. It's going to get closer to the 100-day, just like you could sort of see here on this one. Even though we were on a nice little green run right here, it still got closer. So you want that. It's going to come down. You can see over the next 4 hours, probably going to come down. It's going to get closer, and then we make our decision. But look at the volume right here. Like, there's so much volume right here. I mean, this is building up massively right here. Plus, on top of that, MicroStrategy's bought more today. If you guys don't know, I mean, good old Michael Saylor bought even more Bitcoin today. Let's see. I think it was I can't remember what the billions were. Bitcoin purchase. They bought, I think, another couple billion. MicroStrategy bags another 21.5K Bitcoin. So that's insane, dude. That's crazy to me. MicroStrategy, and he's buying the tops of these things too. People are basically, and then it just keeps going up right here. MicroStrategy acquired 21,550 BTC for 2.1 billion from December 2nd to the 8th at an average price of 98,783. The average price is 98,000. So let's go back and look at Bitcoin. I mean, so he bought it up here at the 98, and then this thing dipped all the way down. He became exit liquidity off that announcement, dropped down to 97, and now this thing is just going to build back up, and anyone in here is probably going to be looking pretty good. So he is honestly holding the floor for a lot of crypto. So sorry I'm so far behind on the chat. I just been chatty today on this Monday morning. Kind of excited to see where all this goes, dude. So go back to the 5-minute when the 60-minute segment aired on East Coast about 40 minutes into the hour. Oh, are you saying that that's where it dropped? Yeah, there was a lot of people that sold Folsom HODL. There was a lot of people that sold. I mean, everyone was sort of selling the news, right? IOTA is bollocks. You don't like IOTA? What's up, Fairgrounds? Yeah, what's up, man? What do you think about Algo? Yeah, I think Algo's good, man. That guy, thank you so much for the $2 donation, man. Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Thanks again for the donation to the channel. Always showing that love to me. Appreciate you, Terry. Remember, 1 PTC is just 100 million Satoshis. So 1 sat is about 1 cent. Now actually a little less. Yeah, that's true, Trent, right? It goes down into Satoshis. So you'll be buying up. That's what you'll be buying up. You should look up this clip live so everyone can learn. Put the link in the chat, dude. Crypto Lifer is a YouTuber. Awesome. Hey, awesome. Yeah. XRP is chilling. Yeah, it's just relaxing right now. I mean, we'll see. It's up to 43, or it's up to 241. It's probably, again, we want this to sort of level out. We want this to come down, meet up somewhere in here. And like I said, I mean, if it breaks through and gets through this one, then we're going to probably have a nice little rough patch. But we'll see if we can get through this again. I don't know. That's a nice little level right there. But your biggest level is down here. I mean, you can see that volume right there. These two volumes. You think how about Mog? I mean, Mog's got onto Coinbase. Can't be upset about that. So we got 1,280 people over here on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. And I appreciate everyone being here today. And everyone over here on TikTok, we have about 254 people over here. Appreciate you guys all being here today. Thanks for all the taps on the screen for the hearts. Appreciate that a ton. Sir, I have a position in XLM at 50 cents, looking for profits at 55. You're behind on the 8 ball. You think I have any chance, or will it trend in a few weeks? I mean, this is a perfect example, right? So someone who bought at 55 cents. Oh, you want to looking to take profits at 55? Yeah, you're behind. I mean, it's down to 0.45. So you're roughly down. Let's do the math here, right? You're probably roughly down almost 10% on your bag. So you put 10,000 in, you're down about $1,000, and your goal is to get back up to 55, which again, where if you bought in at that 50 cent mark, you're looking at 55, you were looking to get a 10% increase. And now you have a chance to basically, if you wanted to, you could DCA your way into this position, have it if you wanted to where when this comes back, you've now made back even more. So that's what people do, the what they call DCAing, which is dollar cost average their way into a position if it continues to decline. So a 10% decline is not big enough for me to DCA into my position. I'll probably wait for, like, if I buy in and it somehow tanks overnight and I wake up and I'm like, holy crap, I'm down 20, 25%. And I say I put $10,000 in, I would probably come back. And at that point, I could, I would leverage against it and I would probably buy some more. Other people, what their tactic is that they would then start to short it to make back the money in which they lost. So there's so many different ways that you could do it. I don't short stuff. Like I choose not to, especially on well-established stuff, because it will most likely always come back. It's just a matter of whether you have your own liquidity in fiat to support your DCA. That's all. And I wouldn't like go and, you have to DCA and slowly on some of these things because, again, it continues to fall. So you have to make a strategy for your DCA. And again, it's just one of those things here in a bear market or a bull market where DCAing actually is more beneficial. In a bear market, DCAing sometimes it can actually suck. It could take you maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you even get your money back. So you got to be very patient with that kind of stuff. Craig, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. I really, really appreciate that. That's a good looking cowboy hat, man. Again, thank you so much. Everybody in XRP could cause an underground push if they buy any product. And yeah, right. I would agree. All you need to buy in the tops left, that be a lesson. Buying the bear market when it's boring, dude. That's what we were doing, dude. I mean, and like I said, digital kept getting on me about buying into XRP, and thankfully I did 3 years ago or however long it was. I have 1,000 to buy. I do XRP or something else. It's really up to you, man. You got to go, find the cryptos that you like, find the cryptos that you support, find the cryptos that make sense to you and that you see some use case behind. Because again, investing in cryptos that actually have a use case that bring in money other than just, people's retail investments is really where you want to put your money. And again, I think that, like I said, the reason why XRP has always excited me is because we do know that an ETF's right around the corner. We all experienced the BTC ETF and the Ethereum ETF, and an ETF for XRP would be insane. It really would. And I can definitely see when January 20th comes around and Trump gets in office, in the following months, crypto is probably gonna do exactly what we just saw happen with the election. I mean, you thought the election was big. I mean, imagine when we actually start to set precedents, when we actually start to set guardrails and allow this industry to just reach its full potential. This industry has been cut off at the knees for the last 4 or 5 years, and it has not reached its full potential. Like we are running, like literally the SEC made the crypto market run at maybe 10%, 5% maybe. Like we haven't seen the full potential of what crypto is because the SEC has suppressed it so much. Ripple is pulling a great one over retail. Their private BC dies. What are we saying, Rlusd? What are we saying over here? Lifestyle Tube, thank you so much for the $5 pounds or £5. When is the big crypto correction? Do we need to sell before? I mean, when we talk a big correction, that's usually when we start to have a downturn in the markets. We have a downturn in our economy. Usually we're on a cycle. And right now the trajectory of the cycle is roughly around August of 2025 to September of 2025. But, some people like myself, I kind of believe that we are in a little bit of a super cycle. So I'm hoping that we are actually going to see positive growth over the next 4 years versus a decline. But again, I'm more of an optimism. I'm more optimistic with it, I guess you could say. A lot of people, still want to stick with their lines that, hey, in August of 2025 to September of 2025, we're going to see a downturn in the market. So that would be your crypto correction. What are you saying, that guy? I didn't see what you said. I might have missed it, dude. You said at what price point? What are we talking about? What price point? Seller is going to get wrecked. Wait till BTC rugs. Whatever fails to grow, his Bitcoin will crash. You think so? You think his Bitcoin's going to crash? I think Bitcoin's pretty strong, dude. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy how they were. There was a good. Where was I watching this? There's a guy out there. He puts out pretty good content. I can't think of his damn name all of a sudden. He has a really weird last name. I have to find it. But he puts out like maybe a video every couple weeks, and it's like Coffeezilla does it. It's very in detail, and he's really good at creating these things. And it's mostly in depth, but it's like what is MicroStrategies and like what does it do? And so he makes a really good video about how MicroStrategies has been able to find a loophole in the system of the financial institutions about being able to buy Bitcoin to then hedge against MicroStrategies, and he'll continually do this. And it's basically like a loophole in the system. It's a really, really good show. I'll post it on. Maybe I'll post it on X. I'll find it and I'll post it on X today for everyone to look at. I was last bull run. I learned then, started in 2017 until I woke up in 2021. Do you buy on Coinbase and then transfer? Yes, that's Brandon. That's what I do. MicroStrategy's revenue declines and people will panic and sell Bitcoin. That's what it's based off, right? I mean, they leverage. So like this with MicroStrategies, did I put it up here? Is this it? Yeah. So MicroStrategies, what they do is obviously they go out and they hedge against. They put out these notes and they basically hedge against Bitcoin. So they'll say, hey, we're going to actually pay you back in MicroStrategy shares if Bitcoin reaches a certain amount of money. And so if Bitcoin doesn't reach that amount, then they don't have to pay the note. But if Bitcoin reaches the amount, then they'll go back and pay the note, and they don't pay interest on the note. So they're just going back and they're paying you back in MicroStrategy shares. So they're going out to all these billionaires and all these people, and they're saying, hey, here's the deal. We want your money, and then we're going to give you a note. And if Bitcoin reaches this amount, then we'll give you those shares. We'll give you those shares. But if it never reaches this amount, then you actually never get your return yet. It's kind of a weird deal how they're doing it, but they found this loophole, and it's obviously doing very, very well. What do you think of ICP? I think ICP is good. I actually really like ICP. I will. Utility for the win. I will. I'll look at it offline, Digital. I don't want to put it up right now, but I will look at it, and then I will, if it's good enough, like you say it is, I will then share. How about that? Deal? Utility for the win. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Your one stablecoin. So we're hoping that this sometime in the next. We're hoping in the next 20 days. I mean, yeah, this is a massive spike for XRP. Look at the all-time on CMC. Yeah, this is huge, dude. I mean, people that are looking back at XRP going, what's going on with XRP? I'm like, have we not been looking at the same chart? If you go on the day chart here, right? Let's go on the day chart. Look at this, guys. I mean, you can't tell me this is way back in March of 2018 was back over here. I got to get my fat head out of the way. Let me get my fat head out of the way, and you can see the whole chart. So you're back over here 2018, right? And then this thing went through. It got cut off at the knees right here because of the SEC. And now look where we're at right now. Dude, we haven't been this high. We haven't been this high since literally like January of 2018. So like this is amazing stuff right here. And it's pretty much just been these last couple of runs have been okay through the years, but yeah, pretty insane how this whole thing plays out. XRP is going down. I don't think so. I mean, we'll see. We'll keep playing it by ear. We'll keep playing it by ear. The day chart even looks good too. I mean, you go to the day chart. The day chart looks really good too. I mean, the 100-day EMA is way above that of the 100-day EMA. Sorry, the 10-day EMA is way above that of the 100-day EMA. Even on the day chart. Look at the day chart, guys. I mean, like that doesn't look bearish at all. Like that actually looks bullish, right? You get one little green candle out here on the day chart. We get another little green candle out here on the day chart. This is still looking like it's climbing out of this. We haven't actually came down. So yeah, I mean, even when you're looking on the day chart, XRP still looks really good. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Well, what is it?
Help me look. It's not. Where did the trading thing go?
Oh, yeah, I have it. It's for this. See, do you think XRP will go to €5? I mean, I sure hope so. Not financial advice, but sell half your shit in August. Adam. I remember buying a bunch of XLM at 45. I was on vacation and learned don't buy on vacation. Let's look. I mean, let's look at the day chart for this is the day chart for XLM. XRP, XLM. This is a lot more of a bearish. This is a lot more bearish look, right? Than this, right? You talk about head and shoulders. This is definitely a head and shoulders, right? But again, you know, it hasn't came down. It reached down here, so now this is really the end. This is really the next. This is really the next build out right here. It's come down here. It's reached its previous all-time low, which was back in November 26th, and now we can actually sort of see if we start to build out of this. Again, really good volume right here still. Like, so a lot of money was actually flowing in up here. If it breaks through these supports at basically roughly about 47 to 45 and below, you're probably going to fall down and hit probably right down here where this 100-day EMA is, which is at 26 cents. So yeah, this will be, the XLM is actually more volatile than I now that we're talking about it. XLM actually looks a lot more volatile than that of XRP. Don't forget the tax harvesting dump, the sell in May. Yeah, you're right. There are cycles to this. Yeah, listen to what Rob says here. There is going to be some dumps coming up here in December. That's very common in December for that. So yeah, I'll let Digital Orgy say it. Trav Shell, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. He wants you to play the clip. I gave you the link. All it takes is MicroStrategy's revenue to decline. Yeah, you're right. It does. But the thing is, they're not at a loss. They don't have to pay those notes. So even if it were to decline and Bitcoin didn't hit that number, those notes in which the investors paid for, they don't have to actually pay that. They'll have to pay back the investors, but they'll have to pay back the notes, but they won't have to pay back an interest. So there's other positives to it too. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know I don't see the link. I gave you the link. Where'd you give me the link at? I don't see it in the chat. Send it over to me on did you send it to me on TikTok? Or sorry, on send it to me, send the link over on on Twitter. Did you watch the Fat Boy Cryptos fight on the weekend? I saw clips of it. That's pretty wild, dude. I don't know how people were doing that. Let's see here. How you feeling about XRP? I think, look, I just explained. I mean, XRP, these are the day charts for XRP. Like, that's insane. And nothing here, even right now, with yesterday being in the red. I mean, this was obviously the North Korea dump. This was the RLUSD dump. It built its way out of it for the next few days. This was basically the entire market coming down. And as you guys can see right here, here's the inflation, year of inflation. This is actually on December 11th. Let's see, December 12th. So yeah, we have some events coming up here, but I mean, I'm not sweating anything. This chart doesn't look that bad. You know, even H bar, right? H bar on the day, like you had one candle on the day. I mean, I'm not really now XLM's a lot different, right? Now we have to start monitoring this. This actually might be a good sweep in and a good swing trade in here potentially. He's a YouTuber that does XRP content out of Venice. He's got salt and paper hair, wears glasses. Are you talking about? He said that he's good enough. I ever steered you wrong. You haven't. I send me the clip on X, dude. Because I don't know if you can put the clip in here or not. Huey Live. I don't know who this is. What's up, team? What's up, Timski? Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you guys. Disbelief phase right now. What's it? Why are you in disbelief? Again, this is the XLM chart, by the way. This is the XRP day chart. I mean, I think this is still pretty good. Look at the volume that come in over the day chart. We haven't been in a day chart. Look at the volume, dude. We've been in a positive volume over the last since the election, dude. Since the day after the election, we have been it's been all green in volume every day. We haven't hit a red day for positive volume. There might have been some sell-off, but there's been more green than there have been red. Look at that. Look at that chart right here. That's crazy. And then on top of that, look at the volume right here. Like, look at the holders. XRP definitely has some really good holders for sure. Now I'm on the correct channel. Here we go. Oh, are you on the wrong channel? What's up, bud? I did see you didn't have your thing next to you. Yeah, no, it's funny. Guys, this is a crypto. This isn't a crash, dude. This is nothing. This is just a little bit of some sells. I mean, down 0.2% over the last hour. Anyone know anything about RLSU release date? We're again, what I said earlier is that right now you have them basically coming out and saying that they're hoping it gets to the end of the year. Hopefully it gets released by the end of the year. And it said, will it beat the holiday deadline or face delays? And like it says right here that the chief technology officer, David Schwartz, came out and said that I'm still hopeful that we'll launch by the end of the year. So again, they're just waiting for the New York Department of Financial Services to give them the blessing. And then once that happens, I think it's going to be released pretty quickly. So yeah, I think we still have potential for this to be released here this month. A pullback is just basically coming down where it's going to hit some support levels. So you have the price getting pulled back just a little bit, and then you're going to hit some support levels. So you want to find where the volume's at. Like I said, like you'll have these support levels. Like this is like the biggest level of support for XRP. These two levels right here because of the amount of volume right here. So the next ones are obviously at $1, $1.15, then it goes up to $1.39. All these when you have large amounts of volume, these are the next levels. Like right here at $2.32 has a really good amount of volume in that level right there. Again, the volume, we're looking at volume across the days this way, and then you're looking at the volumes across each day this way. So yeah. You feel the dump now for us normies and then wait for the big dump. We'll have to sort of see. I think we do have some earnings coming out. I think right here, obviously, we have inflation rate year of end. We got core inflation rate year of end and month on month. So here, basically on December 11th, which is going to be on Wednesday, we're going to actually see where this is at. So previous inflation month was 0.2. Their forecast is 0.2, and then we're going to see where that falls. And then you can see right here that the inflation rate, we're going to see where inflation is. Maybe we get some good inflation numbers. And so, yeah, I mean, if we get some good inflation numbers, crypto and the markets are probably going to look really good. If we get really bad inflation numbers showing that we're still not coming down for a soft landing, like good old Jerome Powell has said, then you could probably see a little sell off in the markets. But I mean, we've been battling inflation for the past 2 years. So Rich, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have about 1,300 people in here watching right now on YouTube. Thank you guys very much. We have 305 people over here on TikTok. Appreciate you guys all over here. Sorry, I'm not showing you as much love over here. You think I should buy more XRP? That's really up to you, man. We got a ways to go. It's still, if you look at the day chart is super bullish for me. Can I join your group? Yeah, Johnny, you can just come over to YouTube right here, man. Click on my name up here, Awesome Austin. There's a YouTube link right there. Click on that. You'll come over to the YouTube side, and you can kick it with us over here. Unfortunately, on TikTok, I can't use any Apple products, that's all I got for my screens and everything like that. So I can't use their live studio, or else I would. So you can actually see all the stuff that I have here. Maybe one day I'll convert over to a PC and be able to use the studio. But till then, yeah, sorry. We got 290 likes, 1,300 watching. Thank you, fan. I'm really not seeing where the hell digital is putting this link. I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it. Can you explain how the Flare airdrops work? You're talking about how it goes to the buy, like putting it on Bifrost. Basically, just like any other wallet, you put your token, you put your Flare onto the wallet, and then basically they read whoever has Flare, and then they airdrop those wallets, whatever it is. So that's usually how it works. Just like how, like, when Luna was over there, they airdropped you Luna 2.0. So you would put your Luna onto a wallet, and then based on how many you own is how many they would drop you. XRP Army, when in doubt, zoom out. Hell yeah, Huey. When in doubt, zoom out. He pissed under the desk. Are you talking about when I did take pull a U-pop and shout out when they panic, we pounce, we buy on the red. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you want to be red days are the days that you want to accumulate. I mean, you know, again, I can't tell you how far it's going to fall, but I mean, you definitely don't want to be accumulating on green days. I know that's a bad way of looking. That's just my philosophy. Doesn't mean it's the right philosophy. It's just what works for me. What's your opinion on buying while it was down about 230? I mean, that's where I bought Fry last time. I bought at 232. So, you know, and then we sold at 250, made a good little profit off that. And then, like I said, now I'll just wait for the next entry point again. If it gets back down to, if it gets back down again, then we'll just jump back in. You know, that's the whole goal. The price of XRP hasn't really moved the last couple hours. You can reckon a big move ahead. Well, here's the chart, dude, and I think this chart looks good to me. I mean, like, I like the way that this chart is looking. There's nothing. We'll have to sort of see how this next day. I think we're gonna have to wait for the next day to see how this day plays out. You know, are we gonna stay in the same volume? Are we gonna stay in the same area over the next day? If we start to trade a little bit sideways, you know, Wednesday we'll have a good idea of where Wednesday is gonna go. Probably tomorrow. When I say this is that we still have the inflation data coming up. As you guys know, I think like I said, it drops tomorrow, or it drops Wednesday morning at like 6:30 a.m. Let's see, inflation report drops. Let's see, I think it's, yeah, right here. This is what I was talking about. So obviously there's other factors to the markets here as well. So the Federal Reserve rate making group will meet on December 17th and 18th to decide whether to cut the rates to the central bank. So you have to think that's coming up here as well. It says right here, it reports that inflation is stronger than expected. The Feds could leave it to keep federal funds to 4.5 to 4.75. So yeah, we're and they're talking about doing an interest rate cut. So that could be huge, right? I mean, you know, cutting the interest rates. So yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. So you got actually some earnings coming out as well. A busy week for earnings. I mean, you got Oracle coming out, AutoZone, you got Adobe, you got Costco. Yeah, there's some pretty good stuff coming out here. So we'll see how it works. I mean, and you can see the titles. Inflation report this week may rock looming Fed. So the report will come out, should come out on Wednesday on around, I think it usually drops around like 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think is when it drops. So yeah, just be prepared for that. Be prepared for the inflation. Let's see here. The price of XRP hasn't moved. Yes, I want to put XRP right now, but I'm still waiting. Yeah, patience is key, dude. Be patient. And the price goes up. I mean, it can go up and down, up and down. Let's move back to the 4-hour chart here. You see still over the 4-hour chart, we got good volume coming in here. So like I said, it could probably build out on this right here, which is okay, right? Trading sideways is okay. You want to trade sideways more than you want to trade down. So usually you could trade a little sideways, and then it allows us to get the next one. So yeah, it's definitely what we don't want is to create another low. If we start creating lower lows, so getting down into this level again to where we're creating lower lows. So the lowest we got right here was right around 217. If we start creating a new low on the 4-hour chart, like that's no bueno. So even on the 1-hour chart, right? You can see here's the 1-hour chart. We don't want to be creating new lows. If we create new lows, then we'll probably create another low. So yeah. See, just buy and hold XRP. A lot of people, yeah, just buy and hold it. You know, that's the easiest way. Buy in the bear market and just hold it and be happy. We can look at HBAR real quick. Yeah, HBAR is doing good too. Look at this. So again, same thing with HBAR. they don't have the same trend. I mean, they kind of have the same trend here. See this right here? Very similar trend. It's just not as long of a time. It's a longer time frame than this right here, but they have the same trend, right? They went down, then they went up, and they went down. Unfortunately, this one actually went up above. It created a new high and then a low. Where this actually came up, it kind of looks like a double peak almost in a way, right? It came up, almost doubled. So then it's going to come down. So what we don't want to see is this actually create a new low. If this starts to create a new low, then that's obviously more bearish. So, you know, right about, it's probably going to come back down. You know, I said 230 is the marker, is where we're potentially looking to buy. And this is a really good amount of volume right here. So I'm going to be monitoring this over the next, basically today, probably, and tomorrow to see where my best entry point is going to be. So again, you got to adjust every day to what you're doing. Do you think the correction is nearly over? Yeah, it's just a little, we'll see what the CPI data comes out. Wednesday could be a good day. It could be a bad day. The markets are probably gonna stay flat until Wednesday. If I had to project, I mean, usually that's pretty common. I was watching the charts during the election, and every time good numbers for Trump came in, crypto pumped. I know, it was pretty crazy. 5 trillion a daily transaction will be routed through Ripple system, sending the price of XRP to US $50 in 24 hours. XRP is the new quantum financial systems for global. Good old Trent coming in hot with some facts. That would be exciting, right? Wouldn't that be nuts? Austin, check out HBAR. What do you think? Yeah, I like HBAR. We like HBAR, dude. Got any insight and predictions for Flare? You know, Flare, I mean, Flare's a good crypto. I'm not really doing any projections on it. It's more, that's at a point where it's just a buy and hold at this for me. Like Flare still has some things they got to get done. And, but yeah, it's still an early investment for me, and I'm happy with where it's at for sure. Yeah, XRP is down a little bit. Thanks so much for the follows over here on TikTok. Really, really appreciate you guys. XRP prediction. I've always said that I think I can easily get to $7 this next run. And if it exceeds that, that's amazing. Excited doing the A-team when XRP helps me out. All right, man. I appreciate that, Robert. Beware of scammers. Yeah, definitely be aware of scammers. Thank you, Ruben. XRP will retrace, but it's not going to be as low as people think. Yeah, it could. It's definitely, when I say fall off, I say fall off, pull back, retrace, all same things. Yeah. Done pass on auto and quant. You like Ondo and quant. Quant's good, man. Trent's all over quant. My worry with Litecoin joining the network is that there are price adjustments before they go on the Flare network. Yeah, I actually like I mean, any mineable crypto I'm on board with, dude. So look at XRP back up to 241. So trying to make a solid comeback on the hour chart. So you can see right here on the hour chart where the 10-day EM, you can see right here. So now you're starting to see on the 1 hour chart where this where it starts to dip below. And again, I don't trade on the 1 hour, but this is the first signs to it, you know, going to either flatten out or take another dip, right? It's because now you got the 10-day EMA passing that of the 100-day EMA on the 1 hour. So the next one is the 4 hour here. We're going to sort of see where this one comes, but the 4 hour is what you should be trading off of, not the 1 hour. If you're going to be making moves, you should be looking at the 4 hour. At least that's what I do. I mean, you can look at the day chart too if you want, but the 4 hour gives you a little bit better view on the trajectory of the chart. And this actually is still looking, I mean, if you pull it from the bottom here, I mean, this still looks good, right? If we go from the previous, where it flattened out before and start of the chart, I mean, we're still, like, you know, you're still looking good, right? I mean, you could create a whole new channel. Like, it's still, that's still going up. Even if you pulled it from the bottom of where this previous one was before, right? I mean, you're still looking up. Let's go like this. Even if it's a little flatter of an angle, you're still looking up. That's where its low was. So I don't know, man. We could hit around here, battle around, and then go back up. These next couple of days could be going through here at this 240, 239 mark, maybe go down to 235, maybe, And then, we get the CP, we get the data on inflation, and now we have a great day or we have a poor day. So, and usually you'll have a pretty good idea before you go to bed on Tuesday night of where it's going to be on Wednesday. My struggle is knowing when to take profits. Yeah, well, just set it. Just set when you want to do it, dude. Like, just tell yourself, like, hey, I just want 10% on this, and I'm gonna take my profits. Or if it's like, hey, I got, it's up to you too. Or I just want to hold it and see how far it goes. What's the name of that website you can watch the chart? It's called Trading View, Trav. It's called Trading View. Steven, I don't know if that's good. Okay, now I'm on the right channel. What's up, Anthony? Anthony, long time no see, man. Hope all is well with you, buddy. It's good to see you, bud. Long time A-teamer in the house right there. Is Pepe done with Pepu? I have no idea, dude. People ask about meme coins. There is a distraction at this point. Yeah, we're not doing no memes, man. Like I said, established I dabble into with Pepe and Shib and Doge. But I mean, that's probably as far as I go. Bonk I've messed around with a few times just for some fun trading. But yeah, I mean, we're mostly trying to just focus on utility alts. Are you talking about RXP Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Hasn't come out yet. Just to let everyone know, RLUSD has not come out yet. They haven't given an official announcement. They're still working with New York on the whole deal, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping by then they put a end of the year or sometime in December to release this, and I hope that still stands up. But we'll see. Thoughts on holding Uniswap? I mean, any decentralized network is good, dude. I like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap. I think those are all great. These are all decentralized exchanges, and they all have tokens attached to them, and they've all done very, very well. I just sold 20K XRP to buy Pepe. Wow, Kenny. All right, hey man, do you, man? Do you? No shame here. Can you explain the RLD will make XRP pump? Well, it's mostly gonna just be when RLUSD comes out, it's obviously going to be regulated, and it's going to be the first one out there, a stablecoin that will actually allow institutions to be able to be bought into. So institutions will be able to use RLUSD to buy. And then when they use RLUSD to be able to move over into the Ripple network, they're going to have to use XRP to make transactions happen. So now you're going to be sending trillions of dollars across the Ripple network and they're going to move it into RLUSD, which then is going to be sent across the network using XRP. And at that point, you're going to increase that of XRP. So that's the whole goal behind it. Not that you're going to sell your XRP and put it into RLUSD. Like, that's not how it works. Is Ledger the best wallet? I prefer Ledger, yes. Ledger is the one to go for, 100%. At least for me. Yeah, Ledger's good for XRP, good for Bitcoin, good for all those things. Pepe all-time high. Is Pepe sitting at his all-time high still? 27? Yeah, it's still going up, man. I can't understand that, but people got to believe Pepe is the original and withstand the frenzy. That's true. Pepe's it'll rally, but the thing will come down too. So XRP will make overnight millionaires. Yes, Steven, I'm with you. I hope so, right? We'll all keep our fingers crossed. XRP going back up to 243. So yeah, it's going to be moving around here. This is good. You can see these yeah, this is where the dips are coming a little bit. It's coming down here. See the amount of volume right here. That's good. Still over the last few hours, it's in the red. But the volume's it's gone down. So you can see that trend right here where it's like high, high, high. Now it's trending downward. And maybe we're going to get into the green. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Nothing will happen, bro. F profits. I'm long term. I want life changing money, and that's what it comes down to. I mean, a lot of people sell so early. They get tired of it. They're like, you know what, I'm out of it. I don't like where it's at. And then 2-3 years from now, they could look back and they go, man, dude, I remember when I owned that. BTC dominance going to bounce up early. Yeah, continue. Yeah, Kev, I agree. BT dominance is it's gonna be. I think it's still pretty high, and it will eventually come down over the next few years. I think BTC dominance will come down. Oh, Johnny, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, dude. The day the ETFs come out, oh my gosh, it's gonna be cool. the day when the ETFs come out will be pretty awesome. I will admit. I can't wait for that day. I think it'll be a huge game changer for XRP with an ETF. And like I said, I'm going to stand by my projection of roughly Q1 of 2025. What's the news on XRP? Oh, we're just talking about RLUSDT. We're talking about RLUSD. We're talking about just XRP, just a bunch of stuff with it. If XRP goes up, would that make the transactions more expensive and less appealing for the banks? No. If you trade on the Ripple net, it's super cheap to transfer. Again, which is why Swift came in and said, wait a second, you're taking all of our people because you have less fees. So it's going to go higher than Bitcoin. Some people project that, Young B. Some people project that. If you watch the chart in the 1 minute, looking how the price is suppressed, there's no way out. 1 minute charts those are rough, dude. How big? I mean, yeah, it all depends, dude. Like I said, if I do a swing trade, it all depends, Dragon, on how what you're looking for, right? Everyone views things a little bit different. Like, is making $50 good for you? Is making $100 good for you? I mean, if you can make $50 to $100 a day in a trade, would you do it? I think a lot of people say, yeah, I would do that. If I knew I could make $100 a day in a trade, I would do it. So some people might only invest a couple, $100 to make, $50 or $20 because they think that's a good trade. Others are saying, hey, I need to invest at least $1,000 to see if I can make, $100. And some people are saying, hey, I'm going to invest, $10,000 to try to make $1,000. So that's hard to say, man. It's really up to you and where you're at in life and what you're willing to put out there. So that's a tough one. I can't really tell you what to do for that. Even if you buy, it's made your own predictions. Even if you're new, make predictions. Even if you don't buy, and figure out where you're buying wrong and right. Nobody will hit the buy button for you. Yeah, definitely. No one's hitting the buy button. I agree, Hogzilla. No one's hitting your buy button. So you got to find out the right. Like I said, we could look at stuff all day long. Strategies we could talk about. We could talk about where we're looking at in terms of levels, volume, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you guys to decide what's best for you and your situation. XRP is shaking off the paper hands. Definitely did yesterday, man. It came down pretty good. I mean, right now you got to think, looking at the chart right now, basically where we're at. And Sunday, we went up all the way to about 265. And yesterday we came down about 11%. So that's really where it came down to. Excuse me. Oof. So it's 11% decline, right? So yeah, you got to figure out what's right for you. Right now, even if you were to buy right now and say, okay, well, we're going to buy right now at we'll just say it's roughly sitting about 242, and it's going to go back up to that price. You could make a potential 9%, 9.5% from where you went if it went back up to that price. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad returns, right? You put $1,000 in, you made $90. If you put 10,000 in, you're gonna make close to $1,000 on a swing trade. And that swing trade could last anywhere from 1 hour, depending on when you want to sell it, to it could be 3 days, 4 days, it could be a week, it could be a month if you choose. It's up to you on making a determination on where you want to put your trade in. What are your thoughts on X? I don't know enough about that. If you're in the green, keep holding, don't sell. Yeah, a lot of us are in such big. And we're in such we made such profits, it's hard to sell. Hope you guys are doing good. Did we travel back in time 2022? Even Steve the Canadian. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I think a lot of things are doing good. Obviously, with Ethereum doing good, everything like that, a lot of these meme coins are gonna, probably go up with Ethereum as well. So yeah, I would agree, man. Yeah, we're back at that 2021, 2022 area right now. Hopefully before that, right? So yeah, I appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for the comment. I sold early every time since opening up accounts on exchanges in 2017. Okay. All right, Adam. That's good. The secret is also sitting on toilet now. You're wild, dude. You're wild. We are in a new crypto generation where there are blue chip memes. The rest are oversaturated, and the space needs real use case to sell. Yeah, we're past that. I would agree, Hogzilla. We are so past the whole meme thing and everything like that. I think that we are looking for real use case now. we went through a series probably last 2 years where everyone was like, oh, we're in this like weird bubble. I don't even know what it was. And now people are really like, hey, do we want to invest in the blue chip cryptos that actually are legit? And I think and again, people were like that before, but there's a whole group of people coming in that only chase the memes. And a lot of them realize, like, dude, like it's not a healthy, sustainable way to go in terms of making money in the space. So yeah, it's a big shift, but there is a new crypto generation. There's new people in this chat right now. Like I said, 40% of the people watching, based off my previous poll, 40% of you guys watching are new to crypto. And the best advice I could probably give you is to not go down that path that a lot of other people went down, because it's a rough path. It's you'll come out with a lot of it's almost like when, like, presidents go into office and they come out and they look like 10 times worse. That's how it is when you move over to that side of the table. So in a bull run, altcoins, established altcoin blue chips are the best place to be in a nice normal bull run. So how much XRP should I have before the end of the year? Dude, that's up to you and your financial situation, dude. Oh, thank you. I'm that far behind, man. I sneezed that, dude. I'm that far behind. Holy crap. I can see Pepe knocking out a couple zeros before though. Oh, Hovey, what's up, buddy? Hope all is well, my guy. Shot tequila and watch that 1 minute chart. Hey man, whenever you got, that's a good one, song and dance. Turned to 2002 into 12 with XRP in 1 month, dude. That's Iberian Sage. That's awesome, dude. That's really, really cool. XRP price in 2025. I'm Bit and Bob. I'm probably sitting around roughly, like I said, I hope we get anywhere that $7 to $10 range would be like my ideal scenario. And again, I don't think that's unreasonable by any means. I mean, you're talking about a 4x. And again, with all the things coming in, ETFs, they're obviously going to settle the Ripple case with the SEC here probably in February of 2025. Like I said, you got an ETF I predict coming in Q1. On top of that, you're probably going to have Ripple drop their IPO in 2025, which would be fantastic for XRP. So there's just so much coming for Ripple and XRP. It's insane. Like anyone that's bearish on it is, I don't know where they've been, or maybe they just have their head in the sand. I don't know. Stupid. Stupid. Yeah, digital, you are getting a little wild. Attention subscribers, Austin also has a blue hoodie he wears only after his parlays hit. My parlay did not hit yesterday, by the way. I just want to throw that out there, Big A. Appreciate you saying that. It is a blue hoodie. Just kidding. What's your thoughts on ICP? Travis, I like ICP. I think it's good crypto for sure. Feels like crypto sometimes you kind of just have to trust your gut and live to learn. Dude, the only way you're going to learn in crypto is just to dabble your toes in there, get your toes a little bit wet, get a good feel for it, and then you'll eventually start to get a vibe on how things work, where things go, how news works, like how trends work, and then you're gonna, eventually you're gonna go, okay, I think I got this down a little bit. But then what happens is a lot of people then will move over to these shit coins or over to the meme coins, and they think that they'll establish the same reasoning over there that they can do here, and that's when next thing you know, they're like, oh crap, I just lost half my net worth. Digital, Austin doesn't wipe on green days. Stupid. You guys are wild, dude. The A team is wild, dude. What do you guys put in your coffee on this Monday morning? Gosh, dang. You guys are drinking like too much energy drinks or something, man. Just don't join a token, Austin, please, dude. I will never, Steve. You have my word. I will never create a token, and I will never join another. I will never even, dude. It's not happening. Trust me, dude. I've taken my lumps, man. I've taken my lumps with everything, and I've never created a token. I never will. I don't understand people who do that. It's so too stressful to do that. But yeah, that's all long and gone, dude. That's we're done with that, Steve. So yeah, I appreciate that. And now live from stupid. Dumb question incoming. All right, into the round. No dumb question here, man. Just let us have it. I got a coin I've held for 2 bears. That's crazy. Is that Hex? Is that Hex, Kev? I'm just kidding. Is that Hex? I'm just playing with you, buddy. I know Hex is like your baby. Digital. Let's see here. I have to put my cat to sleep an hour ago. Heartbreaking. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Always tough to see pets go, man. But I hope you feel better, dude. I can't help drop $100 every once in a while on a random new meme coin and see how many times I can jump from green candles to green. Yeah, once you do it once, though, once you hit once, it's hard. Trust me, it's bad, dude. I try to avoid that whole area now. There's no way I even look at it. And there's people that will come in here and obviously shill their meme coins in the channel, and I just like I appreciate it, but I'm fixated on where I can actually make money. That I can look at my screen and go, yeah, I can actually identify potential outcomes by actually having institutional money in here, by having people that actually are bought into this project years ago and actually have established crypto and established liquidity. Don't have access to be able to just rug pull liquidity. Like, that's just wild to me. So I would much rather put my money in these kind of things where I know that can happen. And so anyone that's here on the A team watching today, just stick to these, and I think you'll be in a way better situation than a majority of us that went through the lumps. 60 Minutes was the biggest hit piece. I would agree. That's why I put out that video, man. I literally put that video saying I think this was a hit piece, dude. Like, at first I was kind of, like I said, I was being just very positive with how Brad responded, and then it was like, wait a second. Do you think institutional money will be coming into crypto? Well, it already is. Institutional money is already coming in with Bitcoin, Ethereum. Those ETFs are what allows the institutional money to come in. You have all those 401ks starting to invest in the Bitcoin ETFs. It's made it the largest ETF to ever hit record. So yeah, I mean, when you start to open up an Ethereum a XRP ETF, you're just going to introduce even more institutional money in here. And then, like I said, with RLUSD, that's going to allow banks to actually put money into a digital currency for the first time ever. So they'll be able to move fiat over into a federally regulated stablecoin. And when that day happens, that's why I think that if Ripple is the first to do that, I think the guardrails are off, man. I think it's going to just start ripping. So I like Caspa. Caspa's good. Austin, I appreciate the info, brother. You're one of the few I can listen to and feel like you're being honest. I've dabbled in crypto for a while, but still a noob. Yeah, I think we've been through the ringer, man. I think I've been through it all. So I try to be as open and honest with you guys as I possibly can, man. And I appreciate that comment. This space is unrelenting. You'll hear me say that probably 1,000 more times, but it really is, dude. And everyone's sort of here to make money. And when you have a bunch of people, you have a bunch of alpha mentalities and lions in a room trying to make money, it gets a little insane. So yeah, you just got to weather it, man. And you'll eventually, trust me, in a year's time, a year in crypto as a noob, by literally 365 days inside crypto, you'll be an expert. That's how much, if you stay with it and just keep watching every day and doing things like that, you'll be pretty good, dude. Oh yeah, you're already priced out if you have a small bag. I would agree. Crypto AI, Celsius or Red Bull. Oh, dude, I actually kind of like, dude, sometimes I go back to that like old, if I do drink an energy drink, which is very rare, sometimes I do like that taste of Red Bull, because like, that's like the first energy drink. You know what I mean? Like, gives you like that, it takes you back in time. But there are some really good Celsius energy drinks out there. I think I like the guava one. I think the guava is the one I like the most. But yeah, Red Bull. Sometimes you got to get that Red Bull in. You know what I mean? You get that just like it's a taste that I can't explain. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. It's almost like when you drink that Rockstar, it takes you way back to college, and you're like, dude, I do not want to drink a Rockstar again. 3 Diglets. Thanks so much for the $10 donation, man. I sold my XRP position. XRP Army, you are amazing. The last 7 years, I broke even. Now I can go back to my 9 to 5 peacefully. Wow, dude. So you must have bought 7 years ago, dude. That's crazy. So you probably bought at like the 250 range, somewhere in that ballpark. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Hey, man, and a 9 to 5 job peacefully it works really well for a lot of people. So that's great. And thank you so much for the $10, by the way. Yeah, 9 to 5 isn't bad, man. I mean, there's a lot of people out here that work 9 to 5, you know what I mean? And then trust me, 9 to 5 is not a bad way to go. Too many clams. Thank you so much for the $2. Can you give me your full thoughts on Flare? Like I said, I've said this before with Flare, and the reason why I think Flare is a great thing for the space is that bridging in the space is one of like probably the most dangerous things you could do in the space is bridge your crypto, which means you're sending it through a bridge, you're sending your token through a bridge, or you're sending a coin through a bridge to unwrap it. So like, I'll give you an example. So if you go on you can actually buy wrapped Ethereum on the BNB network. So it's actually Ethereum wrapped in BNB, and it's pegged to the same numbers as that of Ethereum. So if you want to move it back to Ethereum, you'd have to send it through a bridge to have it unwrapped to then move back into the native coin of Ethereum. So this happens all over the place, dude. You have all this wrapped crypto out there. And so when that happens, you have to send it through a bridge. And when you send things through a bridge, they're probably the most vulnerable networks in crypto. You will probably start hearing a lot more about how bridges are going to get hacked. I mean, now with more money going through bridges, like you'll see a lot of people do not bridge their stuff because they're afraid of the hacking that goes on. Well, one thing that Flare is doing is creating a network where they're basically trying to create almost an unhackable solution for bridging. And if they are able to do that, and they're testing it right now, and so far it sounds like it's going to be a pretty damn good deal. And so we'll see what happens. But I mean, that's part of their process, and you have to use Flare to actually move that through the network. And so, yeah, if they're able to do that, I think Flare has really, really good potential. But they're kind of newer. They're kind of new in their process, right? Flare just came out like maybe a little over a year ago. So I mean, they're still working on their processes, and they're fairly new to the space. But I do own it. It's definitely a top 100 crypto, and I'll continue to hold it because I like what they're trying to do for the space. They're actually trying to create a use case that is going to be super beneficial to everyone in this space. That's the kind of stuff you want. You sold right before the pump. Are you laughing at my hex joke with Kev? Like the Hawktua, dude. She I don't even know what to think, man. You from DC, Austin? No, I'm from Seattle, dude. Seattle, the greater Seattle area. How do you trade on Coinbase? I just go on there and push buy or sell. Literally, just go find whichever crypto you want, and you can attach your KYC, attach your bank account, and boom, you're off to the races. It's that simple. 60-minute reviews. I put out a lot. If you watch, I have a whole video out on it. If you want to watch it, on my reaction, I had a whole live stream on it. Then I created a video of a breakdown of all the things that were discussed, in my opinion. And yeah, it was definitely kind of a hit piece for sure. I want to quit car hauling and pull my pension early with XRP, dude. Highway Nikki, I'm with you, man. We had another car pull. We had another. I think F Joe. F Joe's a tow truck driver as well. So that's pretty crazy. Rug pulls are pretty awesome. No, cool cat. They're the worst thing ever, man. While the future is hard to predict, is Doge or XRP the better long term? I am more of XRP long term for me. Like I said, I own a little Doge. Doge is my first baby. Like let's not get that twisted here. Doge is my first baby in terms of it was Ethereum. I dipped into Ethereum early on, and back into the later 2000s. It was more of Ethereum. BTC was like kind of a harder thing to get. And then I dipped in, and I was like, Doge was like kind of like, oh yeah, let's dip into Doge, let's do all this. And then yeah, that was kind of the run, dude. And then it became SHIB, and then it became a lot of other things. So yeah, that's why you can see my coin when you become a member, you start off with Doge, then you go to SHIB, then you work your way up to where we're at today. So currently on Robinhood, either XRP. What wallet should I move it to? I heard, I guess you could move it to I don't know what wallet you can move off Robinhood. I don't know which wallet you can move it to off of. Thoughts on muff pools? Stupid. I want to learn about this, but I feel like I am in Spanish class again. Nah, you'll eventually get it, dude. It's not that hard, honestly. It really is not. It's not that bad. Austin, when are you gonna do a giveaway? Davey is not allowed. Davey's here, man. Davey's ready to rock and roll, bro. New to crypto on this channel, have been learning a lot. Unfortunately, a little late. I think I got into a rug pull with RX, but my lessons learned 2K XRP and going to hold. All right, John. RXX could have been a rug pull. Yeah, you got to be careful with those things, man. They run rampant during the bull run. So yeah, if you're new to crypto, I would try to stay in like the top 100s and try to find ones that you really like and support, and you'll be way better off. Robinhood is a scam. Forget they did the whole. Yeah, the the real monkey, the GMC thing or the GME thing was insane, dude. I still think about that to this day. And I had my, what's crazy, that my GME investment was on Robinhood when that happened. I was pissed. Veracity, my Veracity. Are you asking about Veracity? I don't have any thoughts on Veracity. XRP to $1 confirmed. No way, dude. No way. Got predictions for January 20th. My predictions are the same, man. I feel it's going to feel the same way it did on January 5th, man, or on November 5th. Sorry. We saw what happened to crypto on November 5th when that man raises his hand on that Bible and says, yes, I will be the next United States president. I guarantee you the entire industry is the FOMO is going to be unreal, dude. It's going to, now at that point, you talk about realized gains. Everyone out there realized that this is all coming to fruition now. So you got to think some people are still, hesitant and like, oh, okay, well, he's not the president yet, and we don't know what the direction's going. We got this whole issue with Syria now, but I think once he puts his hand on the Bible, raises his hand, and says, "I do," I think it's game on, dude. Yeah, I do a bad job at drinking all my energy drink. Red Bull is delicious, battery acid. So true, dude. So true. It's just gambling. I don't recommend it. Yeah, meme coins are gambling, dude. Like 100% gambling, like without question. I'm so far behind on the chat, guys. Sorry about this. I'm slowly dwindling out. ETH is garbage. Yo, digital, easy, bro. I like ETH, man. Here, I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom just a little bit, see if I can catch up to you guys. XRP will hit all-time highs before the end of the year, in my opinion. You think it's gonna hit all-time highs before the end of the year? I mean, if we have a really good inflation report coming up here, as you guys don't know, we're gonna track this right here. You guys know there's gonna be an inflation report coming out here on core inflation. So if this is actually good, we show that we've slowed inflation. We're looking for an interest rate cut. If that comes, dude, I think we're gonna be setting ourselves up pretty good. So thanks so much for all the follows over here on TikTok. Yes, it has. I don't even know what that is. XLM prediction, please. XLM's a little bit down, but I think it's starting to come back up. Yeah, it's starting to come out, but this is a little bit more. It's definitely a little bit more bullish. Or bearish. Sorry, XLM's probably been in a bearish trend. We're in the 1 hour. Let me go to the 4 hour here. It's starting to become, as soon as the 10-day starts to cross over, it's starting to cross down pretty hot here in the next. Probably by tomorrow, dude, we'll have a pretty good idea of where XLM is going to be. Yeah, it needs to recover. It keeps creating a new low. It just created another new low. So it created a low on the 4 hour chart, and then it's creating another low. We'll see if it actually goes down and creates another low here. The next low is going to be probably around 41 cents. If XLM gets to 41, it could be in some trouble. But we'll see how tomorrow plays out. It could get a little positive. It's at the actual 100-day. It's at the actual 100-day EMA. So it could flatten out right here at 45 at the 100-day EMA. So yeah, I mean, it could actually be sitting at a pretty good level at 45. It'll probably trade side. I'm going to think it's going to trade sideways until Wednesday. We're fluent in many languages. I'm afraid that Trump will say I was joking about crypto. No way, dude. There's no way. You doing a team up stream with your dad? That's a good question, Martin. I should introduce all the new people to my dad. He comes on here and you guys can ask him a bunch of questions and things like that. Obviously, like I said, he is a professor that teaches economics and financial stuff. So, have you heard about Nero? I have. I don't touch it though. I hope nothing but the best for the community and its growth though. Meme coins are like a super hot chick at the gym. You can shoot your shot, but you're likely walking away with nothing but a fail. Big A's analogies are always great. I use MetaMask wallet. It's easy and as copy your wallet. Yeah, MetaMask is the way to go. I'm a big MetaMask person. Any thoughts on ETF swap? I don't just launch. I don't know if I'd touch it, Jesse. That's too new for me. Will Shin take off? I have no idea, Tony Jeffries. Just blind buying, depends on my mood. You're like, oh, today sounds like a good day. Yeah, test the air. Yeah, it's a good day today. It looks like I'm gonna buy. Green candles are in the wind today. I'm just kidding. What is the prediction? Low XRP will drop before the rise. I think we're gonna probably gonna be in for this next couple of days. We got the inflation report coming up here, and then they have a meeting at next week over whether they're gonna lower inflation or like lower the rates. If they lower the rates, we're gonna be in for a good. We'll probably be in a good beginning of January. We were once all noobs, dude. We so were once all noobs. It's okay, man. We all go through it, dude. You got to just find a good channel, find a good person to listen to that you enjoy listening to, that you think gives you good information, and stick with them. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. There's a lot of people on YouTube. There's a lot of content creation on YouTube. There's a lot of different things. Just find the people that you like and that you can listen to and get information from and gain knowledge from. And that's the best I could, that's the best thing I could say to do. Go follow people on X that talk about crypto and that you can see where they're coming from. There's a lot of people out there that will scam you. Don't get me wrong. Like, as much as I'm talking positive about that, there's a ton of people out there you should avoid as well. So I don't know who those people are. I do know who those people are, but I'm not going to call them out. I will let you. I mean, that's one thing I don't think I'll ever do is throw people under the bus. But there's a lot of people out there that create a following to manipulate and use, and unfortunately that's just how crypto's become. So got to keep it real. I try to. Or you're trying to keep it real. Oh, digital trying to keep it real. I thought you were saying I'm trying to keep it real. All right. 0.3, it's a mood buying, no analysis. Yeah, 0.3 could be a mood buying. So there's XLM for you. XRP, obviously H bar is still on a little bit of a down right here on the 4 hour, but we're going to monitor this one out too. They're sitting on a nice little amount of volume right here that I'm not sweating. We got a nice little level of support right here, which is good. Do I think it'll hit 17 to 20? I'm projecting stacks more of like I guess maybe I'm being a little modest. I'm more of a 7 to 10, and anything above that is like the next best thing. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are liking Jasmy, dude. I don't hold Jasmy. It's down 12%. This is probably one of those cryptos that if you couldn't probably look at over the last 4 hours, it's down. You look at the day chart. I mean, it's a little bit, trending downward. There's not a lot of support in here. A lot of the support is down here at the 2 cent mark. So everyone's gone up about 100% on their investment from where a lot of the support is. Probably the next level of support is right in here. Yeah, about right here is where the next level of support is going to be. So for me personally, at this point when it's going up this high, I'd probably wait for it to come back down to like 3 cents, and then maybe look at doing an enter if I were to enter into that. Even though I have no idea what the value, like what Jasmy is. Like, to me, I feel like that's like some kind of established meme coin that I don't know a lot about. Do you think 238 is a decent XRP entry? I bought at 232 Velcro. 238 is still a little too soon for me at this moment. Like I said, we're going to play this out. If we get closer to Wednesday and things are looking positive, if it's at 238, I probably would jump in for a little bit of a swing trade if things are looking good because of the news that could come out. I think that would be something I would be looking at for sure. Gala coin, Gala's going to do all right. Thanks so much for the follows over here. How long can BTC go, do you think? Well, a lot of people are projecting BTC to get to 350,000 per coin. So which crypto app is good right now? I mean, I'm a Coinbase guy. Coinbase guy is what I like. I like Doge and SHIB, yeah, for established meme coins. I like moving Paint Maker. I like moving my stuff over to a ledger, but it's up to you in your decision on how much you want to risk it. Been rugged on a few degen plays, but probably about 20x up overall on them. Damn, that's good, Trent. That's actually more than probably most. You know what I mean? Stick with Austin. He doesn't feed you bullshit. I appreciate that, Travis. I appreciate it. I try to keep it real. You know, some people don't like that. Some people like a lot of people in the space. You'll find they like the I guess you could say some bells and whistles of what people were saying. They like more of the hype. They like more of they want to be told it's always going to be a green day. You know what I mean? It's always, you know, buy, never sell. That you'll get a lot of that out there, you know, unfortunately. Austin, someone dumped on a huge red candle on Bitcoin earlier this morning while I was I was shocked that half of oh, so juicy. That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. Whiff isn't bad. I mean, it's working its way up there. It's working its way up there. I don't own any Whiff though. Heard of Turbo Coin? You mean like Turbo, like the meme coin? Yeah, I've heard of that. So, but let's see here. But all right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours. I'm going to be wrapping it up here. Really, my whole goal for the day is to honestly just continue to monitor the charts and look at this. I will be coming on tonight. I'll probably come on around 5:30-ish, 6 o'clock. If you guys want to come over and kick it with me, we'll definitely monitor the charts again. We'll look at Bitcoin. We'll look at the news that's coming out here and help give us an idea of what we can expect. Like I said, I'm probably going to be looking at see where this goes for XRP. I'm going to definitely put XLM and HBAR in there as a potential move as well. But yeah, with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hey, John, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate that. If you could do me a favor and hit that like button on your way out, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, I will also not only be here tonight, but I do stream every day at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, yeah, with all that, again, appreciate everyone being here today, both on TikTok, X, and YouTube. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. I will see you guys tonight, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So with all that, we're out. Peace out, everyone.